Hi, everybody. Okay, so I feel better today. I actually got some sleep last night, so aces. All right, now uh, finally got some closure on the Malcolm thing. And I kind of see what they did here. First of all, there was a huge, major switcheroo. Okay, I thought it was going to be Holden was going to save his father's life in the story. Nope. So they I had somebody call or give a text message or something so Holden knows he's not a match. So I said, wow, what? Who's gonna save him? I said they're not gonna unalive Malcolm. That would be asinine. What are they gonna do? And I literally was like, oh my god. And then I remembered because they had Crystal Kalu say, well, what about Maddie and Charlie? His grandkids. So it's probably going to be one of those. One of them, I mean, who saves them because they can't unalive Malcolm. I said to myself, if they unalive Malcolm, I'm out. I'm out. Okay. Which makes Holden kind of interesting. Okay, what I mean is, okay, you would think that becoming a legacy character on a soap opera like Young and the Restless would be a good thing. Yeah, maybe not. The reason I say that is because I have seen legacy characters aplenty. And you know what happens with legacy characters? They back burner them. They don't use them. They act like they're related to so and so, and you never see them again, ever. Okay, Maddie and Charlie. How long have we not seen them? Years? Let's see. Well, they're using Claire, but usually, her being a grandkid of somebody, that would probably backburner her. Well, they made Damien somebody something, and they unalived him. I mean, you see what I'm saying here? It may or may not be a good thing here. Um, okay. So storyline number 2, the one I'm kind of excited about. Okay, so Mark Grossman is great too, but Melissa Claire Egan gets my star of the day, and I got to give it up because I've been giving her some flack lately, but not her. The way they're writing the character because this is trying to kind of blah, but not anymore. Okay, because finally, see, they're using the storyline, past storylines, to inform the characters now. I like that because if you remember, Chelsea came on the show and she was a bad person. Bad person. Okay? Only they redeemed her and made her good now. Okay? But back in the day, she was a grifter with her mother. And if you don't believe me, she says the line today verbatim because she said something about I had well, she was trying to explain to Sharon that she had a vision, but it wasn't a dream because she woke up in a cold sweat and it seemed so real that she had to um, talk to herself and tell herself that it wasn't happening. Okay. And I said, oh God. Okay. So she's going to see exactly what she just said in the dream in reality. And I called it. This is another thing I called. Okay. I said that they're going to make Adam and Riza a couple or something. And I also was thinking, kind of secondarily, that once again they're going to use the tired uh, bit of, well, but honey, I had to pretend to be in love with her because I didn't want to upset the Rouge or something. How many times have we heard that storyline? Maybe not exactly that storyline, but always like a tweak on the same storyline. So it's like, but so it's gonna be Matt Clark, and Nick has this thing of like, I swear to God, okay, I'm gonna call it like today. I should have called it months ago, but it's like they give Nick Newman the savior complex uh in his head, where he has to be the person who saves everybody, okay, and it manifested today because Adam was all ready to go and be Spider to unveil Matt Clark, right? So, but Nick goes, no, 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 I feel guilty because I talked you into it, and you're here because of me, yada yada yada. And I'm like, man, what's some bad timing? Okay, you got somebody on the ropes, like, figuratively on the ropes. And you're going to say, I back out now? Can we say bad move? Can we say don't do that? But, because it's a soap opera, it's all going to work out. But it's like, oh, man. But yeah, I can't wait for the fallout with the spider because I kind of want to see Mark Grossman if he can be like pissed off or like in the zone, you know, and act like somebody else and forget he's Adam for 5 minutes. I'd love to see that. And also, kudos, we get to see Roger Howard, which he's my man. So kudos. Yeah, but Melissa Claire Egan hit it out of the park today. Man, she's good. And I like her hair, but that's an aside. All right, bye guys.